So I want to talk about Charlo because there's been a whole lot of yap about Canelo Alvarez ducking this guy and the WBC creating him a belt to avoid fighting Charlo. So let's take a look at Boxing Rec. Look at his bouts: 28 bouts, 128 rounds, 75% KO radius. So he can knock guys out uh, pretty easily. Let's look at him. 29 years old, middleweight, orthodox, 6 feet, 73 and a half, reach. Okay. So we know what we need to know about Charlo. So let's look at who he's faced, because this is how I like to evaluate guys based on the opposition that they faced. Should they be considered for a title shot? So we know that he has been the mandatory for a while in the middleweight division. He was the mandatory when Triple G was the champion, and Triple G was able to skip over Charlo and do his own thing. Once he did that, he ended up taking on Canelo Alvarez, and Canelo beat him, and Charlo was out of the sweepstakes to be able to fight for that middleweight crown. So now it's being said that Canelo is ducking and dodging him. So let's look at his level of competition. Look at this, man. I mean, from 2013 all the way up to 2019, this man has one name that people can truly recognize, and that's Austin Trout. And it went to a unanimous decision. So this man hasn't been able to sell tickets. He doesn't have a solid fan base. And when you reach this level of trying to get out of the number one contender slot, remain, get into the championship superstar level, like where Canelo Alvarez is, you have to have your own fan base to bring to the table, or else this man is going to command pretty much 90 to 95% of the earnings. His purse is going to be bigger than yours, which means he's going to have to fork out a lot more money for promotion, for TV revenue, for his managers and everything else. He's going to put a lot on the table, and you're not going to put much out, from your corner. Your purse is not going to be as big as his purse. You're not bringing enough, to sell this fight. I get it. He's supposed to have his shot. He should have had his shot sometime back when Triple G was the champion. He should have, but he didn't. So I believe he's going to get his shot, but I understand why Canelo Alvarez is not. And it's not to try to, give Canelo a pass or anything, man. It's not to give him a pass. It's just understanding the business of boxing. We all want to remove the business of boxing and just focus on guys fighting for the love of the sport. We all want that, but unfortunately, we all know that it just doesn't happen that way anymore. It just doesn't. It never goes down that way. We haven't seen that in years. So I'm going to bag out from this guy, and I'm going to go to Canelo on Boxing Rec. Canelo Alvarez. I don't know why I'm struggling. There's his name right there. Alvarez, Boxing Rec. Dude, there it is. Canelo Alvarez, Boxing Rec. Saul. Let's look at who he's taken on since he debuted at middleweight. So we can see what's up with him. 55 bouts, 64% KO radius. Uh, look at what he holds. Okay, the WBA, the super middleweight title. He holds the WBC, the world middleweight title. He holds the IBF. Okay, so he's holding 3 of the belts. He doesn't need Jamal Charlo's belt. Okay, let's see. We go here. We can look at all of that. That's irrelevant. Let's look at who he has faced. Okay, he took on Gennady. We already know he took on Golovkin twice. Okay, first one decision. Second one he got the W as a majority decision. Rocky Fielding was a bum, and then he took on Danny Jacobs. Okay, so he took on Danny Jacobs and Triple G twice. Okay, so this is 2019 with Danny Jacobs. 2018, Rocky Fielding, we all knew he was going to get a break. He got a belt out of that, so he got a break. Golovkin, 2018. Golovkin, 2017. Okay. Chavez Jr., even though he's a jokester, he's a tough guy. Liam Smith, bum. Amir Khan should have never been in there. Miguel Cotto. Okay, so we just looking at his names. That's on his resume. I mean, we can keep going. You know, we can keep going. From Shane Mosley all the way up. Look at the names that he has faced. Okay? All the rest of these names below Shane Mosley, some of these guys are tough guys, but this is earlier in his career, okay? So all boxers end up facing subpar talent in probably the first 7 to 10 years of their career. Subpar talent, okay? Look at these guys. From 2009 to, let's go to Shane Mosley, 2012. I mean, come on, man. That's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 years in his career before he got to Shane Mosley. And that's not bad. Because I said pretty much from 7 to 10, you're going to have bumps, okay? He got to work. He got to pay his dues like everybody else. But I'm just saying, man. I mean, you see the list. I have to look at my time. I'm getting ready to get off of here. You see the list, man, with these guys. Between the two. It just doesn't make any sense to keep saying that this guy is ducking. This guy's taking on, okay, Josecito Lopez he's a tough guy. Shane Mosley, tough guy. Austin Trotter's a tough guy. Then he faced Floyd Mayweather. We know what happened in that one. Angulo, tough guy. Lara, tough guy. A lot of people believe Canelo lost that fight. I believe Canelo lost that fight, okay? Yet and still, he got in the ring with him. James Kirkland, tough guy. But James Kirkland, he didn't train properly for that fight. He wasn't going to win anyway because he just doesn't have pure technique. You know, so, but at the end of the day, he's a tough guy. Miguel Cotto, extremely tough guy. Old guy, but tough guy. Amir Khan. Come on, man. Amir Khan didn't belong in there at that weight. Okay, Liam Smith, bum. Chavez, tough guy. Still a bum, though, but he's tough. Golovkin, tough guy. Rocky Fielding, bum. Daniel Jacobs, tough guy. Okay, so like I said before, man, I mean, what are we talking about here? Canelo Alvarez is a monster, man. He's a monster. And unless Charlo learns to either shut his mouth and be gracious for the opportunity when it comes, you know, if he learns to shut his mouth, maybe he can get in there, you know, but you're not going to be disrespectful to the dude. And he's going to have to put up the majority of the purse for you to even get in the ring. He's not going to make money off of that fight because your little bit is not going to do anything for him. He can pretty much put yours and his amount of money up and just go ahead and qualify for all of the earnings at the end of the night. There's no reason for him to fight you. He's not going to make anything off of it. He's losing. Anyway, I'm out of here, man.